Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 5th episode of, or should I say, match instead of Ground Punchers Pub League. In this game we have X7 Gaming Clan versus Rolling on the Floor Laughing. Short version of that will be ROFL. We are well underway of the draft, so we shall get going. On the Radiant side, there have been an Invoker and Shadow Shaman pick, with a Death Prophet Brewmaster ban. Nothing unusual there. Usual push strategy with Shadow Shaman. Invoker, not something we've seen much in this tournament so far, but place mid or safe lane. Mostly Quas Exort has been played lately. On the Dire side, we have a Storm Spirit and Mirana ban. Yet again, nothing unusual. Storm Spirit's a bit unusual. We haven't seen him getting banned out too much. I suppose they just had some bad experiences with him. Tidehunter gets picked up, a really strong teamfight heroes we've seen from any other episode. So once again, nothing extremely unusual there. Tidehunter up against these two heroes. I mean, he does indeed add a major amount of teamfight capability to a team with Ravage, but so does Invoker. Once he hits up on a high, once he hits those high levels, if he gets a good start with the minus, then he'll start snowballing, and Tidehunter can't do much against him since Invoker can get a BKB. But we just see a Vengeful Spirit pick up, just a support, a strong support. It has the initiation capability if Tidehunter doesn't. Maybe if Ravage isn't up, brings a stun to the lane. So strong in my opinion. Nothing special about her though. Doom gets banned out, and Faceless Void. Faceless, I suppose, just the usual. Don't want to play against Faceless. And Doom is something that usually gets banned out when you're relying on a solo core lineup or mono core lineup. So I'm expecting Gaming Clan to maybe just pick one really strong carry kind of hero, and then the rest will be teamfight, utility, other stuff. And then they'll just keep that one carry as the one carry. We also see Wraith King and Silencer getting banned out. Silencer just really annoying in the laning phase. Has a huge amount of harass. No, it doesn't bring any stuns to the table though. But if you're in a tri lane with two other heroes that both have stuns, then it shouldn't be much of a problem. You can stun out pretty much anyone. Global Silence also really good, especially up against like Invoker, Invoker in general, and Shadow Shaman. Just any spellcaster, the Silencer just is really good against. Wraith King, supposedly a Wraith King support was banned out. Maybe a Wraith King carry. They might not want to go up against that early level 6. Let's go fight kind of thing. Spectra gets picked, and so does Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet, the rat, the offlane, the jungle, depending on how you play him. No matter what, he's most likely a rat. The push again, so these guys look like they're also going for a pretty early push strat with the Shadow Shaman and Nature's Prophet. Maybe just push one lane with Shadow Shaman, push another with Nature's Prophet, and just have the rest distract the opposing team, or maybe let the rest just run with Shadow Shamans. Reserve time. Spectra gets picked up as well. Requires a lot of farm, so she needs a good lane. They'll be going a defensive tri lane, and what ROFL could do, they could go aggressive tri lane, but since Shadow Shaman normally isn't considered the best aggressive support, I don't think it's going to turn out all that well, since they are up against a very defensive support like Vengeful Spirit. So the Spectre looks to be getting pretty much all the farm she asks for, unless ROFL somehow does pull off an aggressive tri lane with especially good aggressive tri lane support and carry. But if this Spectre gets a lot of free farm, that's going to be really dangerous. If she gets an early Radiance, she can farm really quickly, and she can be there for any fight. Like, that's the strong side about Spectra, is that you can sit in a lane, split pushing and farming, and then once the fight starts, you just haunt in, and you're in the fight, as if you were never in the other lane that you were pushing. So you can farm all the time, yet you can be there for every fight as well, and makes you really efficient as a carry. Especially once you get that Radiance, that's gonna wreck support, especially Shadow Shaman. Oh, poor Shadow Shaman's gonna die so much when Spectre gets that Radiance. Viper. interesting. So, I've talked about him before. He's a lane winner. Definitely a lane winner. He looks like he'll be going safe lane or Invoker mid. Or they could do the other way around and put Invoker in the tri lane and Viper mid. Depending, I think they just picked that for some diversities for what they have to do, and then see what X7 does and then react from that, which I think is a really good choice. I think that's a smart choice. They could Viper. I think Viper is pretty good in aggressive tri lane. So if they pick up some other support that's good out there, like or up down there in the off lane, aggressive tri lane, they could well, they might still be able to pull off an aggressive tri lane if they do get a good one. But we see Lina getting picked up. That's second support for X7. So of course the first one is Vengeful Spirit. Tidehunter is then confirmed to be off lane. And X7 now only needs to pick up a mid hero. Now let's see what ROFL's gonna ban out there. Lina,
10 seconds remaining.
not much to say, really. Doesn't really combo with any of these heroes. She has the setup stun from Magic Missile, but that's about it. They couldn't. That's such strong defensive tri lane though. I don't think ROFL can pick up a support that can outdo X7's tri lane. So I think it's just going to be 2 defensive tri lanes.
10 seconds remaining.
And Nature's Prophet off lane. Invoker or Viper mid, not sure about that. Tidehunter off lane as well. And then we'll see how the lanes go from there. What carry gets the most farm. It's not really that part of the game though, because ROFL see the Spectra and think we need to go early game. They're looking for early game push. They have Nature's Prophet and Shadow Shaman for that. They're looking to finish the game quickly before the Spectre gets to fed, because that's what's really smart about the Viper pickup, because once he hits level 6, he doesn't even need level 6. Once he just hits a couple levels, he can sustain himself. The support could go roaming, or he could just start pushing towers with the supports. And Viper gets really strong as long as he just has a few levels, because it's never toxic and poison attack.
Reserve time.
We do see the Jakiro getting banned out, and I think that would have been a pretty smart choice. I mean, as I said just before, the ROFL is going for should maybe look for a support that can push, and that you get from Jakiro with Liquid Fire. Also strong and defensive tri lane, can zone out the Tidehunter. They could maybe even go an aggressive tri lane with them. I think Jakiro is pretty good at that. Instead, they do pick up Leshrac, and once again we have that pushability with Diabolic Edict. So ROFL's strategy is pretty obvious here. Their lanes are a bit shady. They are going a defensive tri lane, they're going a defensive tri lane, but we do not know if it's with the Viper or the Invoker. And X7, we're just looking for their last pickup. This could be a mid hero. This, depending on who they pick right now. ROFL are gonna send Invoker or Viper mid.
Remaining.
So they need something that is good against both. And picking something that's good against the Viper really is a hard thing to do. I would expect this Viper just to go mid, but they pick a Tinker. Interesting. So they don't want him to win the lane. They just want him to go even, and then just farm once he hits a couple levels. And that's really smart. Like, once Tinker has boots, he just needs boots travels, and then he can farm like a crazy man. But another late game hero, definitely. And it's just another warning sign for ROFL that they need to finish this game early. If it goes too late, the Tinker's gonna be too huge, Spectre's gonna be too huge, and then they'll pretty much have lost the game. Oh, shit. All the predictions. Hello, Tide. Hello, Tinker. Hello, Lina. Japanese. It's possibly a bit racist. And we see that Viper is the one going bot, so Invoker will be going up against the Tinker mid. Now I'm gonna expect these two supports to roam a lot to mid to try and shut down the Tinker early on, like more
30
than
seconds to battle.
even if the Invoker wins the lane, they need to shut him down, need to delay his boots of travels as much as possible. And since Viper is very self-sustainable, he can handle himself up against the Tidehunter. So these supports are very free to go roam and to go look for kills on this Tinker mid, which I'll expect them to do a lot in this game. Now let's introduce the team, shall we? On the Dire side, we have a Tidehunter solo off lane, a Tinker solo mid. The two supports are Lina and Vengeful Spirit, top with Spectra. On the other side of the river, we have a Nature's Prophet solo off lane, an Invoker solo mid. As the supports are Leshrac and Shadow Shaman, whom are here to protect the Viper at bot lane in a defensive tri lane. Already we see that the two supports from the Dire are sitting ready to try and get an early kill on this Invoker, but they see that he had a much better block and they're not going to be able to do this, so they're just going to rotate back mid, back top and try and get this Nature's Prophet out, because so far he indeed, see if I can find it, has gotten a deny. Incredible. And we do see that Leshrac, he is zoning out this Tidehunter very efficiently. So right now they're sitting free heroes sapping the XP, which is not too good. You want all of these heroes to get EXP, and that's not what they're doing when they sit free heroes in the in one lane. Then they're gonna level up extremely slowly, and as you do see that the zoning from Leshrac though has stopped this Tide from getting any more than one creep of EXP. Already at the top we see that Lina is pulling the camp, so she realizes that it's pushing. She doesn't want this Prophet to get too much gold and EXP. That is what he's doing, and he's already level 2 compared to this Tidehunter that's only gotten one creep of EXP. And we see that this Invoker is extremely nice. He's Russian. Stereotype, typing Sukan on pausing for everything. We just found a Russian game. Holy Jesus. My God. Oh. Well, let's see what happens. Tinker's back. Almost. What the? Oh, Shadow Shaman paused. How nice of him. And Viper paused. How nice of him. What are they waiting for now? I'm extremely confused. We also see that the Dire managed to block this camp here, so the Radiant won't actually be able to de-ward or to pull all that much, since the camp has been blocked and they don't have any sentry wards. They'll be able to pull this first time if they also pull through. Looks like this guy though, it might be going for stack. No, he'll just be pulling single camp, and then he'll have to pull through. And that'll be the only pull they'll have until they de-ward this. Since it is a normal observer ward, it has a live time of 7 minutes. And that'll be no creeps in this camp for 7 minutes. And it doesn't even look like Leshrac's gonna pull through. No, he's just gonna kill these creeps, miss the last hits. And this also create a bigger wave now that's gonna push into this Tidehunter and give him a bunch of free XP and gold. Which is something I normally see supports do. They just pull once. They either don't stack and just pull once, or they pull once and then, well, what they should be doing, if they're not gonna stack, then you pull once, eat this tree, and pull this camp over here, and then you kill all the creeps. Because if you don't kill all the creeps, this happens and you're gonna push up here. That's exactly what this Tidehunter wants to happen. He wants you to push because that gives him free XP and gold under tower. Right now we do see that Invoker gets a bit too aggressive against the Tinker and gives up first blood. He's also getting heavily outlasted by this Tinker, so these two supports need to start roaming soon if they're even going to start roaming. And if they don't, I fear that this Tinker can just turtle the game for so long that the Spectre will get farmed no matter how little farm the Spectre does get. But right now she's sitting at 12 last hits, third on the last hit graph. So I mean, this is not looking good. Oh, there's a stun onto Nature's Prophet. They'll get slowed, minus armored. They won't do anything about it. They don't dare die quite yet. My apologies for that. My apologies indeed. There you go. That should be fine now. The highest on the last hit scale so far, or on the last hits, is Viper. But Spectre got up there now, and so did Tinker. And the fourth, those are the three, all sitting at 17 now, some of them 18. And then the fourth is Invoker with 8 last hits. This is definitely not looking good. Shadow Shaman Leshrac just rotated top. They left Viper bot. They know he can handle himself. So they're looking for a kill up in this tri-lane. But as I talked about, these guys don't have the stronger tri-lane. They do manage to get a kill on the Spectre though, with the help of the Sprout. I'll be chasing down Vengeful Spirit Shoot. They might be able to hit it. Yes, they will. And they'll get a double kill up at top. Lena's here though. They could get a third kill. Will Shadow Shaman live? Yes, he will. Lena can't stop him, or can't kill him. Not enough damage. The cooldowns are too strong. Courier coming in. Does Lena snipe it? Where is Lena? She's sitting in the side shop. Right. So it's a very successful gank from the two supports here. Very impressive. I would say though that X7 wasn't in position for that and didn't play it all that well. If both Lena and Vengeful were in position for when they went on Spectre, that would have been 3 dead on ROFL's side, but instead they run in one by one, die one by one. Lena just dies half a minute after the others. Viper bot still doing handsomely, sitting at 28 last hits, same as Tinker mid. Now more than doubling the Invoker. Spectre up at top because of that kill, now only sits at 24, but still third on the graph. And looks like they're just going to keep this tri-lane up here. They just got a good start, they had 3 kills, they feel confident, they feel like they can stay. I still feel that they should go mid and gank this Tinker because he's sitting at 31 last hits. He has gotten a solo kill on the Invoker, and if they don't do something about it, it's going to get too strong. Right now it looks like they're wanting to push actually, and therefore wanting to pull the creeps, but they do run into Lena, that then stops them. They'll be going for kill here. There's magic missile on Leshrac, but a double split earth hitting both the supports. That's Lena going down. Nature's Prophet hitting down the Vengeful Spirit. Will the damage be enough? No, he'll have to turn around. Spectre though almost kills Leshrac. One more hit and there it is. Leshrac goes down. That's a Lena for a Leshrac trade-off. Nature's Prophet's on the run. Can they catch up to him? There's still a magic missile on Vengeful Spirit. She's really low on health though. She has to be careful. Won't be anything. There's a Sunstrike. Will it hit? Yes, it will. It connects onto the Vengeful Spirit, and the second kill goes to ROFL in that engagement. Very, very nice Sunstrike from the Invoker. Well played from the Leshrac there. Very well played. He got, but that's what I was talking about. He got a double split earth, and they still had a 1-1 trade. Now we see that there's going to be a bit of an attempted kill at bot on Tidehunter, but Kraken Shell will be saving him. Viper cannot dive that far, unfortunately. And that's what's strong about Tidehunter offlane. Kraken Shell will save him in almost every situation. But it looks like they're going to be going for kill a bot, or a tower push a bot now. Nature's Prophet TP'd in, and Diabolic Edict has been activated. It's just hitting the creeps now, and it just went off. So if Leshrac had positioned himself a bit better, he could have pushed. He could have done a lot more damage to the tower, but it wasn't necessary at all, seeing as the Viper just got blasted on the tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Tinker still now at the top of the last hits, with 5 more last hits than the Viper.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Still, well, not anymore doubling the Invoker, but almost. There's a gank on the Tinker. This is what I've been waiting for. Sunstrike will be going down to all the stuns on the ROFL side. Viper's also here. It looks like They're taking advantage of the early push, and Viper and their carry that doesn't need too much farm before is sufficient. He just got face boots, Ring of Aquila, and he's ready to fight. Shadow Shaman still not level 6, so there's no Serpent Wards, but it doesn't look like they need it. Leshrac, he just needs to rotate mid and use Diabolic Edict. Then this tower will be going down. But Tidehunter, he's level 6, and Lena's sitting in trees as well. Tidehunter though ran a bit off. If you can get in there with a good Ravage, the March of the Machines will do so much damage to these guys. Fortify has been used to negate the damage from the Diabolic Edict. There's no Ravage quite yet. They fended them off so far. Still a 4v3 engagement. Oh, Tinker TP'd out. This is the time for ROFL to go in. Will they know he's gone though? No, they haven't realized. They're gonna go on the Tidehunter. The Viper Strike goes in. Kraken Tail shoots in, and there's the Ravage. That's 4 heroes. That's Alina's done hits too. Tinker's here. He will be wrecking house as March of the Machines does all the damage. Mostly just missiles and rockets though. Viper's down. Shadow Shaman almost died. He managed to get out though. From all of that, they still only got 1 kill, but they got Viper. It was the Viper that they managed to kill, making it well worth it though. Nature's Prophet wants to go on the Lina here. Sunstrike, it will be enough to take down Lina, and looks like Nature's Prophet might even still run out of there. Tinker doesn't have the mana to chase, and Spectre's chasing a bit far. She should back off. Leshrac here. If they can get a stun on her, she might just be dead, but they can't catch up. She's at the Crane Boots, Tinker TP's out in open sight. They're going on the Vengeful. She ran back in. She might just be in trouble. No, wait, Nature's Prophet. He's taking damage from the Ancients. The Ancients are killing Prophet. Neutrals just killed Prophet. Meanwhile, Viper just killed the Vengeful Spirit. Very interesting. ROFL, they're still very dedicated to getting this tower mid. Shadow Shaman, still not level 6. Still no Master Serpent Wars. If you could just hit that level 6, then they could so much easier push this tower. Fortify is still down. So if they could run in and use Diabolic Edict, and he could position himself perfectly to only hit the tower, that would be huge. But while all this is happening, we also see that Spectra has been free farming. Got a Vanguard. Looks like she went for the. She goes for a Vanguard because she wants to fight early. I don't quite agree with this though, because if they really run into a bad situation, they always have Tinker to Turtle. I think she should just, with the free farm she's getting, go for straight up Radiance. Once she has that, just haunt into the fights every time, and that will kill off both the Leshrac and the Shadow Shaman just with the Radiance damage. Looks like though ROFL, they bailed on mid. They're rotating top. They found the Spectre. At least the Viper, the Invoker did. Viper's running up the ramp now. Spectre saw them. Shadow Shaman's there. He's surrounded by a couple of heroes though, or Vengeful. The magic missile's there. Ravage isn't up yet. They can't do anything. They're going on Venge. Venge is down. March of the Machine goes in. Will be doing fair bit of damage. Haunt has been used. It will be taking down Shadow Shaman. The rest of ROFL are on retreat. Viper though, he's in a bad situation. Looks like he'll just be taking down Lina. Will there be a turnaround kill? No, there won't. He'll be getting out. That tankiness from Viper. Grossip's doing a lot of work. Spectre looks to be going in. There's a Ravage from Tidehunter taking down 3 heroes. Almost to 4th. Can he get the Leshrac? Can they get in position? Yes, they can, since he just turns around into them. And an ultra kill for the Tidehunter. Can it be a rampage? Shadow Shaman's here. Will he do it? There's a gush. He's taking a lot of damage. That Tide. No. Well, team wipe. Eee. Okay, team wipe. On X7GC's side, or ROFL gets team wiped. This is bad. This is bad indeed. There was no Ravage to start the fight. That was a really nice Ravage afterwards though. ROFL was on retreat, getting a few kills on their retreat even. And then Tide gets in with a Ravage, killing 3 heroes to just chase down the 4th afterwards. Very nice from the Tidehunter. If that Ravage had not been like that, I'm not sure how that fight would have been. Thus, Tinker goes off to farm once more. And that is what he's best at. Currently sitting at 12 on the gold. Takes down 2 camps. ROFL though, even with the bad team fight, they know that they still have to keep pushing. Thus they do. Viper gets the second gets the last hit on the 2nd tower as well, putting him even higher on that chart. and he has a smack now. This might just help them a lot in fights. The problem, like, so far, ROFL has been getting in and into fights, killing people, and then getting out, and then X7 has been trying to chase them down, but failed to do so, and just really fed themselves to ROFL one by one, as they were all low on health. But with this mech, that's not what's gonna happen. ROFL, they're gonna go into the fights, they're gonna get low on health, they're gonna mech, and they're gonna be fight ready again. Tinker says though, can they catch him out? He's under tier 2 with Vengeful there. They know that it's too dangerous and they'll be backing off. They should probably just rotate mid. Since as Serpent Wards are up, they could just use Diabolic to take the mid tower, and then use Mass Serpent Wards to take the tier 2. Or if absolutely necessary, of course, just use Mass Serpent Wards to take the first tower. Tinker, he's sitting mid. Doesn't have his blink yet. Can they catch him out? Doesn't look like it. He's sitting in a good position, using Rocket to do a bit of harass damage, TP's back. Defense is doing it. Meanwhile, we see that Lena gets caught out. The Ravage on 5 heroes again. But the mech turns them around. Vengeful, she dies to the Mass Serpent Wards. Left right, killed, almost take down Tidehunter, won't quite be enough. At the top of the fight, we see that Spectra's getting taken down by Viper. Tinker's back into the fight though. He's gonna take these guys down. Maybe not. Cold Snap too strong. Gets killed off by the Viper with the help of the Invoker. And thus, with the help of the mech and Serpent Wards, it's a 3-2, or 2 for free trade in favor of ROFL. And thus we see another pause. Hey. Wow. Well, that was interesting. So, ROFL, they've taken the towers. Spectre is joining these fights. That's what she wants to do with the Vanguard. And I think that might just be what's losing them the fights. If we look at the Vanguard, why are they unpausing? Both teams have a disconnect. It's weird. Oh, it's just Invoker being a douche to this team as well, apparently. Vanguard, value of 2,225. That plus 1,700 adds up to about 4,000 gold. A Radiance has a cost of 5,000 gold. If she had just not joined these fights and just been farming top, or wherever there was no heroes, wherever she had space to free farm, she would have probably had a Radiance by now. And when she haunted, she would be killing off so many of the ROFL heroes, and that's why I didn't really agree with this Vanguard, because that forced her into a situation where she's not allowed to go Radiance anymore. If you just go Radiance, she's just gonna, she's too far away from it, and it's too late into the game. Radiance it's not gonna be worth it anymore. Looks like people are reconnecting, just waiting for the Viper now. Once again, we see now this time it's Tinker on pausing. Doesn't realize that the Viper's also disconnected. He is almost back though now. Just waiting for the message to pop up, and then we can go once more. See Invoker here sitting extremely close to the Lena, running in her direction. He could kill her very easily. She's very squishy, but Laguna Blade's up though. She gets a stun on the Invoker, and she does. She wants to kill him, and Laguna Blade takes him down. Almost, no, one more right click. She won't be able to do it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Invoker just only living from that. One right click away from death. It's a very scary thing. Fortunately for, and unfortunately for Invoker. Unfortunately for Invoker, and unfortunately for Leon, of course. Mass Serpent Wards have been used. They don't have the 42 to push. Diabolic Edict's just up most of the time, for definitely. Or it is just up. Just about most of the time. Tinker TPing Bart, gonna push out this lane. Bart he has his blink now. It makes him a lot more survivable. Makes him far more survivable, and he'll be farming. This is the point where, as long as there aren't any fights, he'll be farming extremely quickly. He'll be going to the lane, he'll kill off the wave with 1 or 2 marches, then he'll TP back to base, and he'll do it over and over again, and he'll just kill like
Radiant's bottom tower
4
is
waves
under
in 30
attack.
minutes or something like that.
Radiant
Okay, that might
structures
be
are
right, but you know what I mean.
fortified.
And as he does so, he also does chip damage to the towers, which is really strong and forces ROFL to be at all the different towers all at once, which then makes them split up, and then their 5-man push strat kind of gets ruined. Super Wards are back up though. Nature Prophet sitting bot. You could take a TP scroll to top and then TP into the fight once it starts. Might be what he's doing, because he needs to be top right now.
Radiant's top tower is under
I'll
attack.
keep pushing, just wait to teleport with his ability into the fight whenever it starts. They're looking for a kill right now. Spectra though, she expects them coming. She actually sees them coming with a ward here. Cleverly placed ward, that one too. Sees these heroes as they roam through the jungle, saving the Spectra from her pending doom. And thus, they keep looking for kills, wait for heroes to go into their jungle. At this point, they should have realized they have wards though, or at least suspected it. Serpent wards are up though. They don't need to look for a fight. They should just push into a tower. Prophet
Illusion.
is going for a Maelstrom. Has it now. Then look forward to see what next item is. Tinker is farming up the ancients. They Prophet trying to harass him a bit as he does so, but won't do enough. Tidon is sitting here. Does he have his blink quite yet? Yes, he does have his blink and a level 2 Ravage. He's ready to fight. All on X7 are ready to fight. It's just about who initiates. If Tide sees a good Ravage, which would be just about now. He won't do it though. Serpent wards are used. It's time to look for a fight here. Very good overview point with this. And they're doing a lot of damage to this tower, to the tower with these serpent wards. There's nothing X7 can do to stop it. Unless the tower goes down, Viper then runs in with Viper Strike, wants to take down Mental Spirit. Swap might save her. No, that. Oh, wait, yes it does. That's a Ravage. Hits 4. Mech though, turns it around. Tinker, TPs, or blinks right into all of them. Prophet, very low, tries to hit off some heroes. Tinker gets out alive. Lina nukes down. Well, I'm not even quite sure about all the stuff that happened there. But ROFL died, and X7 lived. This is a very weird overview point to do play-by-play from. Very weird indeed. Spectra sitting at third, 3k gold. Looks like, it does look like she's going for that Radiant still, which I don't agree with. It's too late to get it now. But as the fights are going now, I mean, if you catch the Radiance, it'll be just even worse for ROFL. But you could be getting some other items, some item that makes your fight ready. Oh, they're going in on left track. He'll just get one split off Earth. Won't hit anyone though.
Dire's bottom tower
The nukes
is
from
under
Tinker are
attack.
just too strong. They gone. The missiles in the rocket. A bot though, we see that Roker and Prophet, they're gonna push this 2-2, and it looks like they're taking it down. Just a couple hits off. Will this catapult finish it off, or will they deny? Lina does get the deny. Vengeful steals it from her.
Bottom tower has
Steals the
been
honor of the
denied.
deny. And that's a bit of waste of time, not too much though. They do need that gold though. They need it a lot, and as you see on the last hit chart, Tinker just rocketed up there now, and if we look at the net worth chart instead, we also see that Tinker's just way ahead. And that's what I was talking about in Lightning Phase, that if they didn't do anything about the Tinker, then he was just going to get huge and they were going to lose the game because of him. And that's kind of what's happening now. It really is just what's happening right now. Viper has a haste when he's going on the Spectre, and he'll just be taking her down with ease. With the help of a Viper Strike, of course. Going for an Aghanim's, want to throw off those multiple Viper Strikes in the fight, want them to do more damage.
Radiant's top
Good
tower
choice.
is under
It's
attack.
I like it. It adds mana for, well, more poison attacks. Not that you really that much need it as Viper. Makes him more survivable with the strength, with the health, and also makes his ultimate very it makes him better for early fights, and that's what ROFL are doing right now. They're going to take all the fights they can, because as this game goes later, it's going to be harder and harder for them to win. Invoker gets completely caught out. They did not have any wards there, and this just gets bursted down. Lina does pick up the kill. Meanwhile, we see Tinker gonna go for kill on the Shadow Shaman. Spectre haunts in. Tinker, he's stuck in Serpent Watch. Looks like Shadow Shaman. Yes, he does take him down, but well, meanwhile up here with Leshrac gets taken down by the other heroes. So that was a very nice trade-off if it would have only been Shadow Shaman for Tinker. But it wasn't. It was Shadow Shaman and Leshrac for Tinker with Serpent Wards on cooldown as well, so I'm not quite sure how good of a trade-off that was. So if Leshrac had just stayed out there, I think that would have been definitely worth it. X7, they still haven't taken down any towers. And they should really look to do that soon. The reason, like, if you just look at the gold graph, ROFL's ahead by 3,000 gold. It's been going downwards, but they're still ahead. That's because they've taken 5 towers and they've lost 0. If X7 would take towers, there would be 1,000 gold. If they were equal on towers, then ROFL would have 5,000 gold more than they do now, putting them in a 2,000 gold advantage. And looking at EXP, since towers don't affect that, they're 8,000 gold ahead, if not more, or EXP ahead. And ROFL, they need to start pushing high ground soon. They're gonna go on this Vengeful Spirit. Fairly easy kill. Not much to say about that.
You've gone green, I see.
Nothing to do for the Venge. Got ganked. And now's the time where ROFL, they want to go high ground. They took the tier 2, they have Serpent Wards back up. Well, in 2 seconds they do at least. Everything is available. And they should really look to push these towers. Push high ground soon, but they don't. And Prophet TP stop to defend. Shaman goes off to ward and D-ward. And the rest of ROFL go into the Dire jungle and to farm. But what they don't know is that the Dire have vision of them sitting in their jungle. And they could go in. Tinker, set the tier 2 piece. Fight ready. He uses rocket. Tells him that he's there. He gets caught in the Serpent Wards again. Will he die from this? He can't TP out. He won't know, he'll just run out of there. Gets help from his team. So kill on Shadow Shaman. And Prophet that I did miss. For a trip to base from Tinker, which he kinda does all the time. ROFL then backs off. And Viper, he's getting that Aghanim sent to him now. Leshrac has gotten an Ethereal Blade, feels like he needs help living from all the physical damage, though the only physical damage is the next time right now, Spectra. But we'll talk about that later. Right now, Vengeful gets hit by Earth Split and nothing else. Okay, let's go back to the conversation we had. Pretty much the only physical damage right now is Spectra, and another fight gets teased. Viper goes in on side, he manages to blink out though. They pursue. Viper gets 4 stabbed up, he's going on the Lina. There's a lot of damage. He just gets stunned down. Invoker, Ravage, hits on 4. Doing a lot of damage to Invoker. Invoker just runs out there. Prophet TP's in. Tinker's here. He'll be doing a lot. Where'd he go? I lost him. There he is. Rockets, shooting rockets in. Killing off really no one because Invoker just came in and got a double kill. Tinker just wasn't enough, apparently. Spectre wasn't there either. She is... well, she has a Radiance now. And once again, I have to... that's just another reason to disagree with Ghost Spectre. Then the Radiance will just do even more damage. And then you can't run away from Spectre with the help of that. And there's rockets, and there's laser, and there's not really anything that's gonna help him. And as you just saw, he just died. Because he used it. Tinker also killed Invoker somehow. Viper goes down. I'm not quite sure what just happened there, but everyone just melted. And you saw that Leshrac was like, I'm taking damage. I'm gonna use Ghost Scepter, and then he just died. I suppose he might have thought that it was going to stop March, but it just makes March do more damage. It doesn't help. Prophet sitting going almost as his orchid, has still his maelstrom, and well, he's going to be dead to Tinker. And Tinker is on a dominating killing spree. Dominating spree, and X7 could look to take Roche now. They could. Tidehunter has a perseverance. We'll be going for the refresher orb. Still quite a lot of gold off, but once he gets it, that's going to be a double ravage, and that's not really good. And we're closing out to 30 minutes, but I'd say the window already closed for ROFL. There's not much they can do about it now. So Leshrac just gets killed off by Tinker up here. Well, bot Viper tries to get a kill on Lina. Lina will be going down, and Viper really tanky. But not tanky enough for a Dagon 5. Invoker managed to run out. And now is the time when X7 starts to take towers. And when they do that, the gold grab's gonna say, Shloop, I'm back to 0. Next tower they take, well, just from now on, everything's gonna be an advantage of X7. And there's not much ROFL can do about it. They can split push with Nature's Prophet, but there's a Tinker on X7 that can just turtle. They could still try and desperately push high ground, but as has been proven multiple times now, they are not strong enough to do so and will just die. So what do? I honestly don't know. They had their strat and it failed. They let the Tinker get too huge. They lost one too many fights, and they pushed high ground too late. And then there's not much to say after that. There's not much else they can do at this point. Invoker, he is going for a BKB, so that could help a lot in fights, but he's still only level 14. Tinker sitting at level 20. He is way down in that worth chart. And honestly, like, I don't see what he can help in fights anymore. Yeah, he can do a bit of magical damage, but Tidehunter's tanky, he can kill off the supports. Those aren't really all that important. The important one is Tinker, and they've just not been able to catch him. And I don't think a BKB will do that either. CP in here, they're killing off the Spectra. They will be successful. Maybe will Hot Saver? No, they won't. So Spectre just gets caught out and completely feeds a kill. X7 though, they still feel like they can take the fight. Maybe not. No, Tinker's the lead and just says, nope, we're not going to do this. I'm just going to TP out. Let Tidehunter know. He disagrees. He's a rebel. He wants to go back in. He gets a double kill with a Ravage. Maybe a triple kill. Just one more hit. Does Leshrac go down? He doesn't go down quite yet. Invoker almost gets killed off with the Lina, and Leshrac has gone down. Just Invoker now. Shadow got killed up here. Just Invoker hiding in the shadows, hoping not to get found. He needs to get out right now. And the Rebel wins. The leader says no, but the Rebel says yes. The Rebel won, getting a triple kill. Currently sitting 8 to 1 to 11, which isn't all that good for ROFL at all. So X7, they're gonna take their third tier 1 now. Just gonna say shloop. It's the gold graph again now, 5,000 advantage. Actually, they just right now they have more gold advantage than ROFL ever had, and they're still two towers behind, which is really disturbing. Tinker, he goes in, a lot of damage, almost kills a Leshrac. Just go Scepters and CP's out though. Whoops. Salve up from Shadow Shaman. Leshrac just managed to live. That Ghost Scepter still hasn't really helped him yet. There's a Refresher now on Tidehunter and the E-Blade on Tinker. That's a Dagon E-Blade. That could take down. Maybe with rockets, could take down Viper. Maybe even without rockets. So a Refresher on Tide, an E-Blade on Tinker. Almost a diffusal, actually a full diffusal blade on Spectre with the Radiance, I'd say GG. Like, they don't even need that second Ravage. That's just gonna be overkill at this point. Fusel's up. Tinker is almost sitting at 1,000 gold again. Well, it's a bit exaggerated. Tidehunter going for that 30-minute drum value.
Double damage.
Vengeful does sit on a mech, but not that it's seen much importance in this game so far. Going for a 4-staff. Lena sitting on not much really. Nature's Prophet looks to be going for a BKB right about now. And I'd say that's just where their next window appears. ROFL's next window will be once their carries manage to get their BKBs, but Invoker doesn't want to get a BKB, he just wanted the tankiness from Ogre Club and goes for an Aghanims instead. Which is bad. So Viper though, he is still going for that BKB. He already has his Aghanims, so he can't cheat me like Invoker did. Whoops. Fucking wires. Pulling all sorts of stuff. Viper. He's almost going in. He found them. He has a ward, so he sees them there. ROFL there. They look to be retreating. Spectre though catches up Flash Strike with a blind dagger, and he just gets blown up by the E-Blade Dagon combo. And then the Tinkers take down the Shadow Shaman as well. The Haunt has been used, doing a lot of damage. Let's make Prophet down. There's the first Ravage. Will he use the second? I don't think it'll be necessary. Viper's dead. He just used the refresher. He doesn't have the mana though. Oh, there's a magic stick. He has the mana now. Second Ravage is up, but if it should be used, it would be used on Invoker only. And there's a GG call from Viper. He realizes that this game is over at this point. There's not anything they can do anymore. But this game is over.
Holy shit. Ownage.
And Tinker gets yet another kill, this time on Invoker, with the help of the E-Blade Dagon. Now looks to be going for a Scythe of Ice. GG call from Tide. He knows that ROFL might have just been given up, and they're just sitting in base. They're just waiting for them to push high ground. Shadow Shaman though, he's persistent. He doesn't want to give up. He has this blink. He's so happy about that blink. He just wants to keep fighting. I want to blink around. I want to use Serpent Wards. God damn it. The rest of his team doesn't agree though, or doesn't agree. Invoker, DCs, might abandon. We don't quite know. He's live. There's no pause for him. Viper runs out. He's gonna be persistent with the Shadow Shaman as well. Let's drag. He's mourning about that Ghost Scepter, seeing how bad of an item it was. Just wants to use it because he spent 1,600 gold on it. Spectre almost kills off Shadow Shaman. Not quite though. Hex saves him. He's strong. Tinker's here. He wants a kill. Blink is up. He goes in and Shadow Shaman dead. Rearm and everything's ready again. Goes back to base and reloot or regen all his mana. Viper though, he's here. Gets taken down by the two supports in the Spectra. Might take down Lena. It's very close. She lives though. There's an abandon from Invoker. Lash Rack disconnected. Viper disconnected. Shadow Shaman though, still persistent. Very persistent. Prophet just sits in base. Shadow Shaman, not so persistent anymore. He DCs. Just a Prophet now, being a dick, sitting in base. Look, I don't mind people that don't disconnect, because it's fun to just wreck them, and it's fun for them as well since they stay. But if you're not gonna disconnect just to sit and base, then it's no fun. But now he disconnects, then it'll be GG. Game over, guys. X7 wins the game. Whoa. They win because ROFL just didn't push quick enough. ROFL didn't manage to get enough of an advantage in the time that they had to get that advantage. Ancient explodes with the tier 4 still living, and that's GG. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know my commentary wasn't amazing. But that's what this entire series is about, isn't it? It's about me improving, and in 10 or so episodes, just imagine how good I'll be then, compared from now to my first episode. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you can always subscribe, or you can just go check out my other videos. Go check my channel. I would appreciate a like if you did enjoy the video as well. Or any criticism towards this video, you can put in the comments, or any other method of contacting me. If you want to get updated news from me, you can always go to my Twitter, twitter.com/Saxum11. There I do tweet not all that much. I won't spam your Twitter page, don't worry. I will simply just give updates about my current videos and upcoming videos. You can also go to my Twitch, where I'll be live streaming at least once a week. I'm gonna try and raise that number like 2 or 3 times a week. I'm currently playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag and trying to finish off that game since I played every other game in the series. I'm looking forward to getting further into the game. I only just started. I also play a fair bit of Dota, or I play Don't Starve. I play a lot of games there. If you want to watch more of me playing other games than Dota, then that's pretty much where you'll you'll have to go. So that is twitch.tv/Saxum with a Z. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I've been Saxum. Farewell.